stranger, you arms them just not ready. And how could you ever want come test we? Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. It's a long time now you've been sending challenge to we. And when we check you out, you are softer than a young baby. Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. Believe me, sound boy, when I say to you, can't test my sound and nothing got to do. The plate and 45, we have them in a bulk. Fish show you that you're rough, we better than the man called Hulk. Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. Won't you go home? Won't you go home? Won't you go home? Won't you go home? Won't you go home, sound boy? Go home, go home. Like me, you know, rough like me, tough like me, you know, tough like me. I like me, you know, rough like me. Go home.